single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day.
Hello, welcome to Tomorrow again. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already subscribed. I hope when you see this video that you are in the best of health, major happiness and contentment. I wish that all the positive energy can surround you. And if you're going through some hard times, whether it's a health issue or financial issues or anxiety issues from being separated from family and loved ones, no matter what the issues are, I hope that you are surrounded with positive, uplifting energy to get you through this. I wanted to talk to you guys today about divination or psychic readings or intuitive readings or tarot card readings. But first I wanted to explain something to you guys. I took notes. And once again, you guys, this is my opinion. This is my process. Every psychic, every intuitive person doesn't have the same exact process of using their intuition or giving a reading or using the intuition for, just for self purposes. But this is my process that I'm sharing, and it's taken me a long time to, many years to understand what this is as far as my life. There are 3 ways that I know of to pick up intuitive energy. One is spontaneous information, and I'll explain briefly what each of these terms means. 1 is spontaneous information, 2 provoked information, and 3 requested information. Spontaneous information would be, I'll give you an example of that. The very first prediction I have for you guys is a spontaneous prediction, spontaneous information. I don't know why the information came to me, it just did. And the accuracy for me on a spontaneous prediction is about 65% on average. I had a spontaneous prediction that had something to do with an airplane, and then I seen Europe, and then I saw what I thought was the sign for Sweden, like I don't know if it was the Swedish flag, but something made me think Sweden had something to do with it, and I definitely felt that it was in Europe. The time, I don't know. And another thing about spontaneous information, sometimes you can get information that is happening right now, or information that just happened yesterday or day before yesterday, and you're not aware of it. But that energy just comes at you. The why behind it, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why I have spontaneous information. I just do. And so my first prediction is I see something involving an airplane. I can even see the airplane in my mind's eye. I can see that it has something to do with Europe, or it's flying across Europe. I'm not saying I see a plane crash. I don't know exactly, and this is what frustrates me when I don't know all of the details. I just know that. And I'm honing up on my skills to hopefully be more accurate, more clearer in what I'm seeing. That's one type of prediction, spontaneous information. The next is provoked information. And provoked information to me is like you use something like this. These are tarot cards. The Rider Tarot deck. It's a tarot deck that I use frequently. And each tarot card has an image on it. There are assigned meanings for all of the tarot cards, but they're also made in a way where the person who's doing the reading can look at these images and it will evoke their intuition. And this type of reading, for me, this type of provoked information is very, very accurate. I would say about 75–80% accurate. Now, there could be a reading done where the accuracy is less, and there could be a reading done where the accuracy is as much as 100%. But in general, for me, in the high 80s. These are very, very accurate. And the more that I use these cards, the more that I'm in tune with them, the easier it is for me to make predictions based on these tarot cards. Now, let's make something clear. Tarot cards are not Ouija boards. Tarot cards, I don't know how you read them or that person reads them, but I read tarot cards as a means of helping me to stimulate information, to extract information so that I can give a reading. And I've read tarot cards probably almost about 30 years, 30 plus years, and the accuracy is very strong. And usually when I give a person a reading over the telephone or in person, I usually give them a tarot card reading. And speaking of people getting personal readings, when you contact a psychic or when you ask a friend a question, such as, do you see this for me? Or can I get a reading? Or I'm in this situation that I can't get out of. Can you give me some guidance? When you email those questions, immediately I'm flooded with information. Why? Because you asked me. I don't look at the email and say, okay, yeah, I'll give you a reading. Let's make an appointment. For me, it doesn't work that way. For me, as soon as you ask the question, I'm immediately flushed with information, just like now, so my advice, if you want a reading, if you ever want a reading, don't request it unless you really, I mean, if you want the answers to your questions, don't request it unless you're serious about getting some answers. Now, there are other psychics or other people who don't have this type of process, but for me, this is what works. These are the facts. And once I give you a reading, we are connected. It's an exchange of energy. So, now, the third is requested information. And requested information would be, I think I'm getting ahead of myself. Requested information would be when you ask for a reading. You know, yes, Miss Tomorrow again, or whatever, Miss Psychic Lady. I would like some information. Can you give me some kind of answers to my situation, some sort of guidance? That would be a requested information. And that accuracy is a little bit higher because you have one-on-one interaction. It doesn't matter if that person is in Timbuktu and you're in, you know, wherever you're at. That information is, as a matter of fact, for me, it's almost easier to give a reading over the telephone. But provoked information would be when you look at symbols or images like this on tarot cards, or if you use crystals, sometimes you can get energy stirred up, you can provoke information, or objects. Sometimes, I don't know, keys or whatever you happen to be touching. Here's a crystal up here, and if you just kind of attach yourself, your energy, to an object, sometimes you can get information that way. And this type of reading is probably maybe 50-60% accurate for me. Another psychic, this may be the cat's meow, this may be 100%, but for me, it's not as strong. And I try to do readings using an object, and which would be pictures, photographs of your face, your hands, knowing your birthday. Those types of things will be included in this type of reading, along with tarot cards and requested information. All of those things together would push the percentage of accuracy probably to about 80-85%. But this alone, for me, would be about maybe 50-60% accuracy. So I've explained those things to you guys, and I'm going to give you 3 predictions. One I've already given you. There's something about an airplane flying around Europe. I'm not quite sure what it is, although Switzerland or somewhere near Switzerland has something to do with it. And that's really all I see. A little bit of a panic situation. I'm not saying that it's a plane crash, and I do not know the when or the why behind this particular spontaneous imaging that I got. And I felt this morning. And today is December 16th, 2019. My second prediction, one day I was just sort of piddling around. A lot of things that just sort of come to me, it's when I'm piddling around, when I'm, kind of doing not a whole lot. Well, I sat down with my tarot cards and I just started shuffling them. And as I was shuffling the tarot cards, wasn't concentrating on anything in particular. I was kind of partly thinking about 2020 and some predictions that I could, something I could connect with to share with you guys for 2020. Well, it didn't exactly turn out that way. I started seeing space, the universe, and how the mysteries out there, it is a mystery now because we don't know everything that's going on sort of out there. Well, my prediction is that we're going to come closer to an understanding of what's out there. Our great-great-grandchildren will know what's out there. And it may not, as I said, it may not happen in our time, but it will happen soon. I feel like if you could say that there's a veil there, I feel like that veil is getting thinner and thinner, and the knowledge will be coming to us very soon. There's something going on out there, and it's not anything bad or anything to be afraid of. It's more information. Just watch, mark my word. It's more an exchange of information. The past few decades, well, probably even further back than a few decades, it was all about sort of electronics. In my time, I was thinking, I've seen so many inventions, I can't even tell you how many. I remember when we didn't have microwaves. I remember when we didn't have computers, personal computers, movies that you could play at your house and stop the movie and start the movie. Never heard of that. When I was a kid, I predicted that would happen. So the technology inventions have been just staggering. But this next generation, it's going to be more information from out there, so to speak. And when it happens, don't forget, I predicted it. My third is a requested information. Now, I don't know how to really give you an example of a prediction from this, so I'm going to have to, because requested information would be if someone asked me to give them a reading, or someone asked me to tell them about the future. Well, You guys might have to ask me in the comment section because I don't have that type of example of a prediction yet. But let me know in the comment section what you want me to tap into, what you want me to see. And if it's about a celebrity or someone that's been in the news, for me that's, I don't want to say it's corny, but it's so easy. It's a very easy thing to tap into. So be creative and think of something hard. Give me a hard one to find the answers for, to seek out. Give me something really hard, really challenging. But so yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. There's more to giving a prediction than guessing. There's more to giving a prediction than just knowing how to read tarot cards or knowing how to tap into certain energies. There's a lot of ethical issues to think about. There's getting yourself balanced, getting your mind balanced, surrounding your own self with positive energy. And it can be a fight to stay positive, but it's worth it because you just feel so much better and you're more able to help someone else. Boy, I've given you guys a lot of information, and I hope that if you decide you want to tap into your psychic... Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I'm long-winded. The camera cut off, but I'm back. So, as I was saying, if any of you guys want to practice strengthening your intuition, this is a great guide, a little snippet of a guide how you can get there. Just make sure that you approach any intuitive situation with that sort of, I don't care either way attitude. I don't have anything invested in this answer, but I'm just going to use my mind's eye to visualize what the answer is. So you can practice, and the more you practice, the better you get at it. So this is tomorrow again. I hope you guys just remember what I said earlier in the video. Try to stay positive. It's really difficult to stay positive. Try to believe in yourself. Believe that you have the power to change your life through positive thinking. Not naive thinking, positive thinking, because that's where your power is. You can rise above anything. There's not one thing that can really put you down. This is tomorrow again, wishing you the best of the best. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe to this channel. Let's get this channel going, you guys. Those numbers, numbers up. So continue to communicate. We'll communicate either way, you guys. But this is tomorrow again, wishing you the best of the best. Enjoy your day. Thanks.